Hi guys, it's Little Kansas Kitty and I welcome you back to my weight loss surgery channel. I had the RNY gastric bypass surgery on June 25th, 2018, so that was about a year and 7 months ago. I started off my high weight at 238 pounds. I'm 5'6", I'm 39 years old for 2 more months. I'm gonna be the big 4-0 soon, and I lost 100 pounds. I've been in maintenance for over 52 weeks now, for over a year, and my maintenance range is 138 to 145. Let's jump on the scale and see where I am today. As you can see, I'm 144, and that's where I tend to kind of hang out, is typically like 144, 145. I was up a little bit a couple weeks ago, and I just kind of, focused on it again and brought myself right back down to my range. My sister, my older sister, she let me know the other day. She was like, I'm all caught up on all your videos, and I'm just flattered that any of my family even watches these videos. And she just really congratulated me on maintaining, and I was really happy to hear that, just because I am proud. I'm proud that I've maintained for an entire year my weight now. She and my mom and myself were all doing a diet bet this month. And I was up a little, like a couple weeks ago. And so I was like, this is a good time to start this diet bet. And plus, if you do those diet bets, this is the trick to it. Probably not the best thing to do, but I usually weigh myself from my initial starting weight at nighttime. And then you have to lose 4% of your body weight, which even at a maintenance range is really, really easy to do, because by the next morning, I think I have to lose I don't know, it was like 6 or 7 pounds or something. And by the next morning, I was already down 5 pounds. So I'm going to get my money back, my $35 back from my diet bet. And this is more really kind of to support them. My mom and my sister just want to lose a little weight. And I was like, I'll do it with you guys. I'll, support you guys. So I know I'm going to get my $35 back, and hopefully a little bit more than that. Anyway, my mom and my younger sister, they're also doing this other diet competition. It's like a weight loss competition, and it's through one of the major hospitals in the Kansas City area. They do it every single year, and it pools all of those hospitals together. And there's a men's competition, a women's competition, and it's based on the percentage of your body weight. And the winner, you pay $25 to enter this weight loss competition, and the winner gets 75% of all of the money. And the second place winner gets 15%, so a lot less. And then the third place gets 75, 85, 90, 10%. Sorry, I have to do my math there. And the reason I'm telling you this is because several years ago, I want to say it was maybe like 8 years ago, and this is just showing an example of how my weight's always up and down and up and down. I got second place. I had been entering this weight loss competition year after year. My sister, my mom, we always do it, all three of us. And I got second place, and I got like $800. So it was pretty awesome. My mom, she struggles with her weight just like I have my whole life. It is very genetic and you definitely learn from your family, some of your eating habits. And she won. She got like first place, I want to say it was like 5 years ago, and she won $4,500. And so there's no stipulations. As long as you haven't won in the last 3 years, you can enter it again. And so, yeah, my younger sister and my mom are doing it. I'm not doing that competition, but I am supporting my older sister and my mom in this diet bet for the next, few more weeks here. Anyway, like I said, I'm back on track. I will always, though, be food obsessed. I have determined that that's just something that I'm going to struggle with forever. And I wish I was one of that, small percentage of weight loss surgery patients. They usually say about 70% of weight loss surgery patients do struggle with a food addiction after surgery still. And I'm one of those. I'm not in that 30% that's like cured and moved on and graduated and can just like live their life. Like, I will always be thinking about food. I love food so much. And so unfortunately, for those of you that are getting ready to have surgery, know that this is still going to be a struggle. Even though your tummy is going to be shrunk down in size, it's going to be a struggle. And there are periods in my life, or different time periods where I'm strong and I'm doing fine and I'm not so focused on food. And then there's other times where I just can't get like food out of my mind and I'm thinking about when is my next meal. But there are things that I don't do anymore after weight loss surgery. For example, I don't go through a fast food drive-through and order several meals for myself and secretly eat those in my car. I don't do that anymore. I don't have huge binging episodes where I'm finishing like an entire box of cookies or an entire bag of chips. Like, I physically can't do that. And so that is the nice thing about having weight loss surgery, because there's things that I did previously as a binger that I just can't do anymore. I do recognize that I'm not normal compared to other people, and that it is something that I am going to struggle with. And all I can do is strive to make healthy decisions, like eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full, eat to live, rather live to eat, not feeling guilty about eating and not secretly eating. Honestly, the fear of being obese again is what really keeps me on track. It's what's kept me on track this last year, because I just love my body now and I don't want to be there again. And so it is what keeps me going. When that scale goes up a little bit, and I'm a daily weigher, I think I'm going to be a daily weigher for the rest of my life, because I have a problem and I will always have this problem. And so it's a way of keeping that balance, keeping that check for myself and keeping myself within the range. And so when I see the scale creep up a little bit, I'm driven to try to bring it back down, to get back to my range. And it's motivating when you see the numbers drop again, even if it's just within a week. It's very motivating. I'm 6 weeks post-op my butt augmentation, and I have no complaints. I'm pretty much back to everything. Sitting comfortably, all activities, running, no problems running anymore. I had some issues after I was sitting on that booty pillow for so long where I had really tight hamstrings, but I played it smart. I knew right away I was having a problem, and so I stopped, I rested. I've been stretching like crazy, and this week I've run more than I've ran in like a couple months. I ran like 64.5 miles this week. Cray, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good and just right back at it. I am using Mederma, the scar cream, and I'm just massaging that right into my incision lines in the back. And I just kind of rub it 20 times in each little area. And I know that my scars are going to diminish, and they're actually looking really, really good already. I do have revision surgery scheduled for a week from now. So I'm really excited because I did get in early. They got me in to the end of February, and then they called me this week and they're like, hey, we got an opening on February 3rd. And I was like, what? I'm there. So in 1 week, I'm having my revision surgery that's in the office. I'll just be medicated up a little bit and I'll be awake, and they're going to do some of that fat transfer into the flat areas down on the bottom. Some either a little lipo or just a little bit of fat transfer. And I'm really excited to kind of plump up my booty in those areas. But overall, I'm loving my butt. I'm loving it. A lot of you guys are approaching plastics. A lot of you that are post weight loss surgery have lost the weight, and I'm so excited for you. Excess skin is a real issue in the weight loss surgery community. After you lose massive amounts of weight, you can't do anything about that skin that hangs there. And to have that option, that possibility, that opportunity to just get it cut out, man, I love plastics. I really do. I'm such a proponent for it. And a lot of you I know are getting ready to have some of your plastic surgery coming up. And I'm very, very excited for you. And I'm wishing you all the best. It is life-changing, let me tell you. It is such a boost of confidence and life-changing. And I think it should be absolutely necessary for anyone that experiences massive weight loss. Like, I think insurance should just pay for it. I know in the US, we're not fortunate to where, insurance doesn't really cover that. But I think everyone should do it, because when you've worked so hard to get that weight off and then you're left with that skin, like, you just deserve it. You deserve it. The company that I work for has an amazing health and wellness program, and we get $500 a year reimbursed for our fitness memberships or for our race entry fees. That's what I use it a lot for, my marathon entry fees. And we also have various competitions throughout the year, lots of Fitbit competitions, and we go out and we do yoga together and just a whole bunch of fun, healthy activities. In addition, this year we have all these kind of fun assessments or challenges that you can do to get more cash back in your pocket. And one of them that I recently did was called the Gage assessment. And you may have heard of these. And basically it's a multitude of questions, pretty robust. It took me about 20 minutes to do, and it grades you at the end of the assessment and tells you kind of like what age you would be. And your goal is definitely to try to get your age, your current age, after you finish the assessment. But the type of questions that they focus on is they really dig into your biometrics, which I just did lab work a month ago, so I had very hard, real numbers to put in there. It also really takes a look at your mental health and your physical health, specifically looking at your diet and your fitness habits. Also, it looks at your occupation and your finances and your social life and kind of your purpose, your inner purpose. And I have a coworker that she's 41 years old, and she, at the end of it, when she completed it, it said that based off of, her answers, that she was 60 years old. I mean, how depressing is that? I took the test and I was really excited because I'm going to be 40 in 2 months, and it said that I was 34. So what? Pretty cool to score less than my age, younger. And had I taken this assessment prior to weight loss surgery, I probably would have been one of those scoring that I was 60 years old. I was talking to my man friend about it, and he said to me, "You have a banging body better than most 20-year-olds." And that was nice to hear. We do need to take care of ourselves. And for me, it's becoming habit too, and something that I don't really think twice about, but I can see sometimes others in my network whose age is really beginning to show. We can't reverse age, but there is a fountain of youth, and it's your health, which includes your mind and your body and your talents and the creativity that you bring to the lives of the people that you love. When you tap into these sources, you truly have defeated age.